TheServants.
You know what I'm saying, was killing us left and right. And even all the way up to a couple years ago, it's still Negro slaves to these damn Palestinians and Ishmaelites. So this is why the Lord is bombing them and not showing no mercy, right? Come on.
And if you recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head.
And this is what we saying now, the Lord recompensing them for the evil. Read.
Because ye have taken my silver and my gold,
Read.
and have carried into your temple my goodly pleasant things.
Read.
The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians,
Read.
that ye might remove them far from their border.
Right.
Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them,
Read.
and will return your recompense upon your own head.
Right.
And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah.
Right.
And they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off.
Right.
For the Lord hath spoken.
Stop at verse number 9 when you get there.
Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles.
So what is the man of the Lord supposed to be doing right now?
Prepare war.
No, read the verse again.
Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles.
So when you at camp or you teaching, wherever you doing, if you got a moment where you prophesying to the wind and you prophesying to the people in the streets, man, you supposed to be telling these Gentile men to prepare themselves for war. When you see the Chinese man, the Arab man, the Japanese man, the Ethiopian man, you supposed to be telling them, y'all better be getting ready for war because we getting ready. Read.
Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near.
Right, we supposed to be encouraging them to go to the east. When you see a Palestinian, tell them, hey man, get out that truck and take your behind out there to the east and go fight for your people, man. We want to see it. This is what we waiting for. When y'all start fighting, Jacob trouble come, Yahushua gonna crack the sky, we out of here. You know what I'm saying? How we used to instigate in the hood. This is the time we gotta be instigating. Come on.
Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords.
And beat your plowshares into swords. Stop all the laboring and the working. And hey man, turn that 18-wheeler into a war machine, man. Go run over some heathen. Right? So now get Luke 17:5. Get the book of Luke chapter 17 and 5. So Most High willing, this was encouraging to y'all. This was motivating. It's time to lock in. You know what I'm saying? If you on social media, man, encourage yourself from all the folly, all the debates, all the biasness, all the fake leaders in Israel, all the fake prophets in Israel. Remove yourself from that. Start paying attention to the trees that you gaining your fruit from. Because certain trees that you gaining your fruit from might have a rotten apple on there or a rotten fruit on there that might do what? That might kill your spirit. So protect your spirit in these last days, in these final seconds. Come on.
Come to the book of Luke chapter 17 and verse 5.
Come on.
And the apostles said unto the Lord, increase our faith.
This is what everybody in here should be praying when they go home. When we praying with each other. Say, read that again.
And the apostles said unto the Lord, increase our faith.
Increase our faith, because Yahushua said what? In Luke 18, when he come on the earth, is he going to find faith?
Right.
Think about it. The damn white man can tell us right now, he about to cut the lights out and we about to get a victory. Eve going to be cussing Jake ass out left and right, telling, hey, you got to go figure something out. We got to figure something out. And this is what the Lord is telling us. For Jacob's trouble, we got to pray for the Lord to increase our faith. Read.
And the Lord said, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed,
if you have the confidence as a grain of a mustard seed, come on.
ye might say unto this sycamore tree, be thou plucked up by the root,
right?
And be thou planted in the sea,
right?
And it should obey you.
And it shall what?
Obey you.
So what he's saying is your faith has to be confident. You have to be confident in what you believe in. And so if you're confident in what you believe in, when Jacob's trouble come upon us, you will be confident to know that no matter how bad it hurt, no matter how bad the pain get, I can do this. I can endure it to the end so that what? I might return back to my homeland and live forever and ever with my King Yahushua. Right? So now, give me the book of Luke chapter 21, verse 36.
Now, the book of Luke chapter 21 and verse number 32.
Watch this. So check this out, because a lot of time, a lot of people don't know who the generation is that Yahushua was talking to. But watch this.
Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass away till all be fulfilled.
So ain't it a coincidence that all we the ones that's on the earth during the time where Iran, Tel Aviv, Gaza, Ishmael, all these nations and everything that Yahweh said was going to take place on the earth. We are the ones that's alive today to witness these things, right? The beef's going up. Read on.
Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away.
Right?
And take heed to yourselves.
So the Lord is telling us to take heed to ourselves. Read.
Lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with sufficing and drunkenness and cares of this life.
And what?
And cares of this life.
And sometimes what Esau is doing, he knows what we like as a people. We like fashion, we like swag, we like a good time. We like all these different things. Yahweh is warning us that if you're not prepared, the devil gonna use these things to sift you out of here. Right? Come on.
And so that day come upon you unawares.
And that day what?
That they come upon you unawares.
So if you a brother or you a sister getting caught up in your lust of the flesh, guess what? That day gonna catch you off guard. When Jacob's trouble hit, you're not gonna be prepared. And what you gonna do? The spirit that was left in you gonna get suffocated out of you, and you're gonna go back into the world. You're gonna turn your back on your people, and when you look up, you're gonna wake up on the wrong side of the fence. Right? Come on.
For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth.
Right?
Watch ye therefore.
So watch. Pay attention to the news. Look at what's going on in the world. Ask questions. If you don't know how to find the prophecies in the scriptures, find a man amongst you or a sister amongst you who familiar with the prophecies and ask them, hey, what does this mean? Is this prophesied to happen? If you see a country break out in war, ask, is it biblical, so you can understand the time and the seasons that we living in on the earth. Come on.
Watch ye therefore, and pray always.
And do what?
And pray always.
Like I said earlier, continue to pray. Don't get slothful on praying. Read.
That ye may be accounted worthy.
That you may what?
Be accounted worthy.
That you may be accounted worthy. Don't feel like, because right now we keeping the new moon, we just got a guaranteed spot in the kingdom. We just waiting for it to pop off, man. Watch this.
To escape all these things.
To what?
To escape all these things.
Right.
That shall come to pass. And to stand before the Son of Man.
And that you may be able to stand before the Son of Man. Real quick, I got to get this. Get Matthew 7 and 21. So don't get it twisted because you Israelites. You got to understand that the multitude that got delivered out of Egypt was Israelites too. And how did that go for them? A lot of them didn't get the promised land. Moses didn't get the promised land. Aaron didn't get the promised land. Only Joshua, Caleb, and the youth got the promised land, right? So take heed to that. Read this.
This is Matthew chapter 7 and verse 21.
Read.
Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord.
Not everybody that say Yahweh, Shem Yahweh shall read.
Shall enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Why? Because a lot of brothers and sisters not going to be sincere. Read.
But he that doeth the will of my Father.
He that what?
Doeth the will of my Father.
And you have to make sure you're doing the will of the Father. Read.
Which is in heaven.
Right?
Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name?
So it's a lot of brothers who can speak prophecy, who can read the Bible, who can quote precept, but their actions don't line up with that. These are the brothers and sisters that he's talking about. Come on.
And in thy name have cast out devils.
Right.
And in thy name done many wonderful works.
Right.
And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you.
So a lot of these brothers and these sisters who arguing on social media every day, who, man, you know what I'm saying, preaching one thing, but their lifestyle is showing a different one. These gonna be the brothers and the sisters that your house are gonna say, I never knew you. So don't get starstruck with certain men and people in Israel, because at 1 minute they'll be up here, and the next minute the Most High cast them away. At one point in the Bible, we seen King Saul, a king over Israel, and then next thing you know, he got his space took, he got his spot took, and guess what? He got put to death, right? He fell on his sword, right? So keep that in mind. Let's sit on it.
And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you.
Right.
Depart from me, ye that work iniquity.
And he said, what?
Depart from me, ye that work iniquity.
Right. So all praise for this. So now, real quick, I got two more precepts. Get Sirach 5 and 11. Matter of fact, get Sirach 5 and 10. And then we're going to get one more. We're going to close it out. We're going to pray and break bread.
On the Sirach chapter 5 and verse number 10.
Right.
Be steadfast in thy understanding.
Be steadfast in the understanding in the prophecies that you see going before, that you see these things being fulfilled. Be steadfast in the laws, statutes, and commandments, right? Read.
And let thy word be the same.
And let thy what?
Let thy word be the same.
And let the things that come out of your mouth be the same. Be steadfast in what you say. Back it up. Read.
Be swift to hear.
Be what?
Be swift to hear.
So listen to these prophecies. When you see brothers bringing out the word, or you see brothers on YouTube Be quick to hear this and gain understanding, gain that motivation. Don't close your ears up thinking you know too much, right? Read.
And with patience give answer.
No, go back. Read. You read fast though.
Be swift to hear and let thy life be sincere.
And let thy what?
Let thy life be sincere.
So everything we doing, man, what is he telling us? Be real. Be sincere with your walk in this truth, man. Don't be faking the funk for nobody. Don't try to do this to impress me, impress Ephraim, impress Sapar, impress Malak. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be an Israelite that keep the commandments, be an Israelite that keep the commandments, man. Come on.
And with patience give answer.
Right. That's it. So now, give me Revelation chapter 3 and verse number 1. But I want you to read it in the GNT. Yep, this is the last verse. I want y'all to pay a good attention to what Yahweh Shah's gonna say right here. Right, now I got it right here in NLT. Read it. Pay attention. Watch what Yahweh Shah finna say. What color is them words?
Red letter.
Right. So now Yahweh Shah said it. Right. Watch this.
This is Revelation chapter 3 and verse 1 in the NLT. Write this letter to the angel of the church in Sardis.
Right.
This is the message from one who has the sevenfold spirit of God and the 7 stars.
Who is he talking about? Yahweh Shah. Read.
I know all the things you do.
He said what?
I know all the things you do.
So everybody in this room, keep that in mind. The life you living when you're not around us, Yahweh Shah said he know everything we do. Read.
And that you have a reputation for being alive.
And he said you have a reputation for being alive because what makes you alive? By keeping of the commandments. So you got a reputation around the people on the earth that you this big, mighty, waxing strong Israelite. But watch this.
But you are dead.
He said what?
But you are dead.
But he said you spiritually dead because I know the real you. When them people not around, when them friends is not dangling around you, he said you a nigga and the devil that the Bible speaks of. Watch this.
Wake up.
He said what?
Wake up.
So this is for any brother and sister who's been battling with staying consistent in this truth, battling with being considered, battling on or debating on, should I go back into the world? Should I start back smoking? Should I start back, you know what I'm saying, going to the Christian church? Should I celebrate Valentine's Day for my significant other? Read.
Strengthen what little remains.
Strengthen the little that you have that remains on you, the little sins that you still battling with. He said strengthen those things, read.
For even what is left is almost dead.
And he said even that you got remaining of you in your spirit, it's almost dead, read.
I find that your actions do not meet the requirements of my God.
So even in these last days, there's still certain things about us that we have to purge out. So use these times that we see in these nations bomb each other and blow each other to smithereens to purge out the wickedness and the small things or the leaven that you have in your body so that when those times come, we might be delivered. Read.
Go back to what you heard and believed at first.
And what is he talking about? Go back to the zeal that you had when you first found out you was an Israelite. Couldn't nobody tell us nothing. When you first found out you was an Israelite, man, you didn't care if you had on ZZs. It was a faded shirt with 5 fringes on it. You wore it proud. You didn't miscount. You fasted every time there was a fast, and you stayed in your vow. He's saying, go back to that type of time, read.
Hold to it firmly. Repent and turn to me again.
Read.
If you don't wake up, I will come to you suddenly.
And he said, if you don't wake up, he's going to pop on the scene when you don't expect it. Read.
As unexpected as a thief.
Read.
Yet there are some in the church in Sardis.
And that's it. And that's it on that. So with that, I pray it was mighty, it was exhortation to y'all, and it was motivational, and that we all continue to endure and stay strong in the spirit. Come here, y'all.
Repenting on a daily basis. You better thank the Most High some of us brothers repented, because we probably be robbing you niggas and checking your pockets.